5 stages, 1 map, 1 question. When did your imagination stop exploring? From the child who draws impossible worlds, to the teen lost in self-doubt, to the young adult who turns creativity into output, to the mature adult who maps only familiar territory, to the elder who rediscovers wonder from above. This is the journey of creativity across a lifetime. Creativity rarely dies all at once. It gets corrected, optimized, professionalized, and slowly made safe. Tonight we return to the blank spaces and ask what part of your imagination is still waiting beyond the edge of the known map. Watch a 5-year-old with a crayon and paper. No compass, no legend, no fear of scale or proportion. She draws purple mountains floating in green skies, rivers that flow upward, houses with 17 chimneys because 17 feels right. Her map makes no sense to any surveyor, yet every mark pulses with absolute certainty. This is creativity in its purest form. The willingness to chart territories that exist nowhere but in the imagination. The child doesn't ask if purple mountains are possible. She simply plants her flag and declares them real. Einstein knew this truth. Imagination is more important than knowledge, for while knowledge defines everything we know and understand, imagination points to all we might yet discover and create. At this stage, every blank space on the map whispers possibility. The child explorer carries no baggage of what should be, only the intoxicating freedom of what could be. Adolescence hits like a sudden fog rolling across the landscape. The teenager finds himself lost in dense, unmapped territory where every path seems to lead to judgment. His childhood sketches now look childish. The purple mountains feel foolish. The upward flowing rivers seem impossible. He crumples his early maps, embarrassed by their innocent boldness. The compass spins wildly. North becomes whatever direction his peers are walking. Creativity becomes camouflaged, hidden beneath layers of conformity like ancient ruins buried under centuries of safer, more acceptable terrain. This is where self-doubt first plants its seeds. Sylvia Plath captured this perfectly. The worst enemy to creativity is self-doubt. The teenager's internal cartographer trembles with every line drawn, erasing more than he creates. Paralyzed by the fear that his unique territory might be judged, mocked, or, worst of all, ignored. By early adulthood, the fog has lifted, but now the real expedition begins. The young adult spreads multiple maps across the table. Career paths, relationship routes, life trajectories. Everything must be plotted, measured, optimized. Creativity becomes a tool rather than an exploration, something to be harnessed for productivity, squeezed into the margins of a life increasingly defined by others' coordinates. She learns the established trade routes, studies the well-traveled highways, memorizes the official legends and scales. This is the grind of charting known territories, following paths others have blazed. The work is methodical, necessary, but something vital gets lost in the process. The wild joy of discovering uncharted lands. Yet beneath the surface, something stirs. Arthur Koestler understood this tension. Creativity in science could be described as the act of putting 2 and 2 together to make 5. The young adult begins to notice where different maps overlap, where established routes intersect in unexpected ways, where the spaces between the known territories hint at undiscovered countries. Midlife transforms the explorer into a master cartographer. Years of experience have filled in countless details. The maps are precise, comprehensive, reliable. Others seek out these carefully charted territories for guidance. The mature adult has become the authority, the one who knows the landscape intimately. But mastery brings its own weight. Responsibility to accuracy, obligation to proven methods. The luxury of wild exploration gives way to the burden of detailed surveying. Creativity must now serve not just personal discovery, but the navigation needs of those who follow. This is the paradox of expertise. The more completely we map a territory, the less room remains for mystery. The mature adult's maps are masterpieces of precision, but they cover mostly familiar ground. Innovation happens in careful increments, refinements to existing routes rather than bold expeditions into the unknown. Then comes the moment when the elder climbs the highest peak and sees the full landscape spread below. All those years of mapping, of charting territory after territory, suddenly reveal their deeper pattern. The disconnected regions connect, the seemingly random paths show their hidden logic. The whole becomes visible for the first time. From this height, the elder realizes that every map was always just one way of seeing. Those purple mountains from childhood, they exist in territories the young cartographer couldn't yet name. The upward flowing rivers, they flow in dimensions beyond the flatland of conventional wisdom. St. György's insight becomes clear. Discovery consists of seeing what everybody has seen and thinking what nobody has thought. The elder looks at the same landscape everyone else sees, but recognizes it as territory worth exploring again, with fresh eyes. Like Michelangelo, who declared, "I saw the angel in the marble and carved until I set him free." The elder understands that creativity isn't about inventing new landscapes. It's about revealing the hidden territories that were always there, waiting for the right eyes to see them, the right hands to chart them. The most profound maps are drawn not by abandoning everything learned, but by having the courage to venture beyond the edges of the known world once more. True creativity demands that we become comfortable with being perpetually lost. As we gather around this fire tonight, consider the maps you've drawn throughout your life, the territories you've explored, the paths you've charted, the blank spaces you've either filled in or left mysteriously empty. Vonnegut knew the secret. We have to continually be jumping off cliffs and developing our wings on the way down. Every creative act is a leap from the mapped territory into the spaces marked only with "Here be dragons." Your next breakthrough isn't waiting in some distant, unexplored continent. It's hiding in the familiar landscape you've walked 1,000 times, waiting for you to see it through an explorer's eyes once more. The blank page isn't your enemy. It's an invitation to chart new worlds. Pick up your compass. The territory of your imagination has no borders.